Hi everybody, John here. Today we've got a movie for you which details a guaranteed method to catch Mareanie, one of the rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Sun Moon. Before you start, you're going to want to have a Pokemon in your team that has the false swipe in its moveset, as well as carrying the adrenaline orb. Alright, and to get started, we are going to head down on Charizard to the beach at the south of Mareanie Island. Now that we're here, we're going to switch over to Tauros to break these rocks. And one thing I forgot to mention is that you should have a lot of max repels for this. I recommend at least 10 or 20, and I've already stocked my Decidui up with them, and they're active right now. You'll see me refilling them a lot as we go along. By the way, at this spot, normally, I've already done this, but you would see a couple of Corsolas, and if you spoke to them, they would tell you they were sick, and you would have the option to either give them potion or take them to the center. If you do give them the potion, their owner will then come back and thank you, and in return give you Wide Lens, which is a very handy held item for things like High Jump Kick or Guillotine, which don't have as much accuracy, because Wide Lens improves accuracy. Anyway, moving right along, we're going to head over to the ocean here and jump right in using Lapras, because we don't really need to break any rocks, and we'll skip Sharpedo for now. This is the max repel asking me if I want to refill it, and I am most definitely going to say yes. Alright, so we're going to head south in the Mareanie Sea and go around the south tip of the volcano at the end of Mareanie Island here. As we cross the bottom of the tip, it'll switch over to a new area. And as we get closer to these rocks, you're going to want to take your finger off of B so that we slow down and head over to this fishing spot, which you'll notice has bubbles coming off of it. The central rings, the concentric central rings, and the bubbles indicate that this is a special fishing place, one of the only fishing places where you can catch Corsola. Once you catch Corsola, after enough grinding, it will eventually call for Mareanie, and then you can catch Mareanie. So here's the guaranteed part of the technique. First we're going to go fishing normally, as we would by hitting A. Remember, don't hit B accidentally. And this is where it gets a little grindy. You've just got to keep doing this over and over, and it may be a while before you even get a Corsola. You might go through Love Disc, a few others, but eventually, if you persevere, you will get a Corsola. Now in our case, our first one has been a Magikarp. Obviously this is not what we want, so we're going to bravely run away. Now, how can you say, John, that this is guaranteed? Well, here's how it's guaranteed. We're going to quickly swim up here and to the left around the seawall. Swimming along the seawall, as soon as it says Howley City Beachfront, you're free to turn right back around, and remember to take your finger off the quick swim B button as you get closer, because it will disable what will now always be a bubbling concentric fishing site. Now all you have to do is keep grinding until you finally catch that Corsola. Alright, it looks like we finally got a Corsola. Now the next part is easy. All we have to do is use the false swipe that we've put into our first Pokemon. First swipe being a move that will always leave the victim with 1 health, and therefore not kill it. Our Decidui is also holding the adrenaline orb, which will increase the amount that Corsola calls for help. Eventually, the Corsola will get help in the form of a Mareanie, although it may take a while. Poor Corsola doesn't have too many friends at the moment, so we're just going to keep hitting it with that false swipe until a Mareanie does show up. This can be a bit grindy, but eventually Mareanie will show up to help Corsola. And there he is. Mareanie has finally appeared. The final part of this is fairly simple. Now you're going to switch to a very effective move, and be sure to take out the Corsola, not the Mareanie by accident. The reason for this being you can't use any Pokeballs when both of your opponents are on the field, so you have to remove one first. Now all that's left to do is to capture our Mareanie. I'm going to use a Quick Ball, because those, of course, usually work well, especially with low HP characters like this at the moment. We'll go get our Quick Ball. And hopefully catch Mareanie. Not that time. Well, now we can switch back to using our false swipe again, because we definitely don't want to kill this guy by accident. Quick Ball's no longer going to work, so we do have to wear him down now. And now I'm just going to try a few different balls, and hopefully we'll catch him rather soon. I've had good luck with the dive ball since he is a water type, so we'll try that next. If that doesn't work, you can also try a timer ball if your battle has gone on for a while. And there we have it. Mareanie was caught. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'd like to thank my son Sean, who's helped me out with Pokemon over the years very much. Thanks, hope you had a great time and enjoyed the video. Oh no, that wasn't recording? What the what? Oh, are you serious?